I don't know how to start a video, but I'm hootless. And this is Community Center in 1 year, episode 7. I actually don't remember really what was going on in this video, even though I just recorded it yesterday. I'm not sure why. I know at this point I avoided the horseradish because I think there's a bug where if you try to pick up a forageable and you try to pick up a forageable but you don't have room in your inventory, it'll act like you did, like it'll let you pick it up, but then it'll just disappear. And because I didn't have enough space to pick up that, the chance that quality of horseradish could be one that I didn't have. I only had room for 2 of the qualities of horseradish is the point here. And I didn't want to risk them being the quality that I couldn't hold, so I didn't pick them up. And I put everything else into the shipping bin first, and then I picked up the rest of the horseradish and shipped them. It is the 27th of spring, so I'm getting pretty close to summer here. I sort of dig up a bunch of clay, just as I don't really need clay for this gameplay. It would be nice, I guess, to have some clay. I do need some for a silo, actually, but I think I only need 15 pieces, and then, nothing else needs clay. I'm not going to buy the coops and the barns just yet. Ideally, I would like to, get a harvest of blueberries in summer before I do that, just so that I have some extra money. And if I go and buy a coop and a barn right now, then it'll really cripple me going into summer. I won't be able to buy as many crops. So I try to put off buying crops or buying things right before the end of the month. I did that in my last run actually, where I should have I should have saved my money 2 more days, but I didn't. And then I ended up not being able to grow any crops in fall, which is when you can grow cranberries, and it's a really good time to be growing. I finished up the exotic foraging bundle here. I also put the Sandfish into the specialty fish bundle. I don't know if you guys saw that, as I bought it at the traveling merchant. I deliberated a little bit because I couldn't remember right away whether or not I needed to go to the desert for anything else in this run, and I realized, after thinking about it for a little bit, the only other thing that I have to go to the desert for in this run, besides the Sandfish, is the cloth, I think, from mummies. Is there anything else? I can't remember now. But I think I came to the conclusion that, there's nothing else that I have to get in the desert other than the Sandfish, and, maybe one other thing that I can probably get somewhere else. So I figured, why not just buy the Sandfish, even if I'm going to be going to the desert at some point anyways, just because, I have to finish the Vault bundle in order to finish all of the bundles. But this way, there's not as much pressure to get the money up before going. I don't have to go to the desert to finish another bundle. You know what it was, actually? It was for the exotic foraging bundle. I thought I needed a coconut, and then after thinking about it, I realized that I actually had all of the things I needed in order to finish the exotic foraging bundle without getting a coconut or a cactus fruit. So, I was able to do that, and I actually make a mistake here. I should have planted the melons in the middle 5x5, but instead I end up planting... I think I plant the wheat in the middle. You'll see what I mean. On the bottom left and bottom right corners, I plant various other crops, and then in the middle I plant the wheat. I should have planted the melons in the middle, for no other reason except the fact that the melons can become giant crops, and if essentially what happens is every 3x3 of melon crop has a chance to become a giant crop. So if I had put that on the 5x5, there would have been a lot more chances. This way I think I have one one spot that it can become a giant crop, maybe 3. It looks like I have 3 there. But, you know, it would have been good to have a higher chance because you do get, it takes up 9 tiles and you get 18 melons out of it, so it's much more worth it to get a giant crop if you can. You can't really control it other than planting in 3x3s, and it only works on melons, cauliflower, and I want to say pumpkins? Pumpkins for fall, maybe? I'm not actually sure, but there's only like 1 crop per season that you can actually get giant crops with. And I don't know if that happens in the greenhouse. But if you have the greenhouse unlocked, you shouldn't be trying to get those kind of crops anyways when you can just grow starfruit. And starfruit is way more efficient. Or, even better, just fill up your greenhouse with ancient fruit once you can. Which is marginally better in some ways. Well, I say marginally better. It's much better than starfruit. It's worth slightly less, but it keeps, like it's a multi-harvest plant that is worth almost as much as starfruit. So, ancient fruits are much more worth it, just because you don't have to keep buying seeds, or turning part of your harvest into seeds. Either way. We fished for a little bit longer out on the beach, and then we're going back to the farm eventually after searching for forageables. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. We're still getting a little bit done. As we come into spring, we'll be able to get more summer. We'll be able to get more summer specific stuff. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and leave a share maybe. And I'll see you guys next video.